going on today, guys? Welcome to another day out here on the farm. Hey, I want to share with you some tricks that I have learned out here. Well, hot dog. That I have learned out here dealing with our chickens and turkeys and just all of our animals in general. Like, my Lord, it is so stinking hot out here. Oh my gosh. It's Florida summer and it rained the other day, so the humidity is unreal. Oh my gosh, it's so bad right now. Right now I got a flock of chickens. I got a flock of chickens following me. They're trying to chip me up everywhere. Like, literally everywhere I go, they're going. Like, I bet y'all wondering why, ain't you? Bam, we got scraps. God, can y'all calm down? Like, for real? Hey, welcome to another day out here on the farm. Sunset Acres, I'm Brandon. Thank you for joining us again today. So I want to tell you one trick that I've learned in a moment here as to what I believe really helped us with free range chickens and turkeys and all that good stuff. And I'm telling you what, dude, this, you may know it already. Comment below if you do, if you don't, or if you got your own tips and tricks. But man, this has been game changer out here on the farm. Like, before I learned this, we had lost 2 chickens. You know, they died. I mean, almost a third. Like, it's been ridiculous. And so I learned this trick here, and I'm going to share it with you guys in a second. But let me get these girls fed with these scraps I got left right here, so I can get them happy. Hey, Henrietta. Henrietta is such a sweet girl. She's always hanging out with me. Right now, she's jumping up and pecking my bag. But I'm going to share this with you guys because I believe if you're free ranging or if you're going to free range with your chickens, I believe this information is going to help you out so much because, my Lord, it's been ridiculous. Oh, it's so hot out here too. I'm sorry, did I say it was hot? It's hot. I'm a fat boy out here, and fat boy can't survive in this heat. I'm gonna mess around and lose some weight or something. I don't know, it's bad. But watch, I'm gonna go feed these chickens. Come on, Tucker. Chicken just jumped and took a chip out of my hand. All right, let me just show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how, ow, that's my toe. They're pecking my toes. I mean, if you're gonna feed your turkeys and chickens, you might as well have fun. All right, who can jump the highest? Come on, who's got ups? Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Let's see who else we can get to jump. All right, who's next? Come on, who's the taker? Come on. Oh, she was close. I couldn't help her. Here, who's the next one? Who can jump? Oh, you didn't even jump, Mr. Turkey. Here, come on, you got to jump. Come on. Hey! Great. You might as well have fun with it, right? I can see it now. They're going to start jumping on G. All right. Who's the tallest contender? Come on. You can do it. Yeah! Look, he even put the wings in it. I feel like I'm like a turkey trainer over here. on. Look at that chicken. She's so happy. She's like, I got a chip. I got a chip. Now, I believe I heard some of the chickens say, hey, can I get some queso with my chip? But that ain't happening. What we got now? All right. Let's see. Who can jump to get in the camera for our audience? Who's got the highest ups? Come on. Oh, you was close, buddy. Come on, step up here. All right. You ready? Who gobble? Come on, gobble. Come on, turkey. Come on. Oh, he's like, hey, I did it. That's the coolest thing. I done found out a new trick for my chickens. Oh. I have no life. But I'm gonna tell you my number one trick. I bet you didn't know. If you do, comment it below. But this is it right here. When you free range chickens, first off, what not to do, never feed them from your moving vehicle. Can y'all hush? Yes, I'm happy. Dang! Here, take them. Never feed them from your moving vehicle. Here's why. Because every time they see a moving vehicle, they're like tying that in with their mind, and they're like, oh, we're about to get fed. Let's go eat. So never, never, never feed them from a moving vehicle. Never feed free-range chickens from your porch if you don't want them to be at your porch every moment of every hour, crapping on everything, and even pecking at the door. Yes, we hear chickens pecking at our door and tapping our glass. I think it's the turkeys. But they're like tapping it the whole time, and it's like they're saying, hey, you gonna let me in? Hey, where's the food? Where's it at? All right, but here's this trick, okay? The trick I have learned with free-range chickens, the problem is they're always wanting your food, right? Because you're trying to teach them to free range out here. You're trying to teach them to eat the grass and eat the bugs. So you don't really want to always have feed on demand. Can I help you? Come here. You want the bag? So you don't always want to, ow. Get on. Boy, you about to get cut. Stop. They pecking my leg and bit my finger. Come here. You want to get picked up? Is that what you want? Come on. Haha, get your tail. What the heck was I even saying? My lord. I done lost my train of thought. God bless, I done forgot what I was saying. That's sad, ain't it? Jeez. So one thing that you want to do with your chickens and turkeys, if you're free ranging these jokers, is one, never feed them from a moving vehicle. But the problem is that they come up to your vehicle and they get ran over. Ask me how I know. It sucks. You want to make sure, like, before you ever got to leave, because I'm gonna tell you what, when you're having these chickens free range and they're having to forage, and which is healthy for them, that's natural. They forage for themselves. Matter of fact, all of our girls we raised up from babies, so they know, like, it's time for you to forage out here. You got to find your bugs. You want to throw the food off. You always want to work with feed. Let your feed be like your persuasion out here. You want to take your feed, throw it off somewhere away from your vehicle before you leave. I'm telling you what, this trick is going to save you from some chickens unaliving themselves. You want to throw it off so the chickens will run to that food and they'll scratch and they'll eat and all that good stuff, and they won't get up under your car and possibly get hurt or ran over. It's possible. It's happened to me. I said it never happened to me. We always left slow. We never took off quick. But I swear these some of these chickens unfortunately had a death wish, and they're no longer with us. And our other chickens didn't really understand why they were no longer with us. But so we've started actually just feeding them off in the distance, and that's helped us because it keeps them away from the vehicles. So don't feed them outside of your house, out your window, whatever it may be, because I'm telling you what, oh God, oh, what is that? Bug flew on my forehead. I think he was thirsty, and I'm like sweating out here. He's like, oh, that's nice. But wherever you feed them at is where they're always going to constantly run up on you at. That's a given. And so feed them in an area you don't mind that grass being scratched at.
Out here in Sunset Acres Farm, reduce our waste and we give them leftovers before they go bad. We got some greens, some baked beans,
Look at that one, look at
there
him.
was some pork loin, some pasta.
Oh, that chicken got him a piece of
Just had
chicken.
some stuff that wasn't really worth freezing, like it was a small amount, so we just kind of piled it all up and let him eat. So now I get to throw this empty pan away.
They eating good. Feed them around like your tree areas where you don't want all that grass and stuff, because it sucks up the nutrients, and they'll start scratching it for you, and even fertilizing it too, which is sweet. And that's what they've been doing on this tree over here. Let me take you along. I'm gonna show you it. But if you look over here at this tree, you can tell they've been scratching at it non-stop. And I don't throw feed over here all the time. I've only done it a couple times, but man, they've just been working on it over here, which is great because they're getting rid of all that grass that's sucking up all the water and nutrients from my tree. And I want my tree to get as much as it can. Oh my gosh, look at that. There's a horse over there rolling on its back. That was crazy. I was like, what the heck is that white thing out there in the field? It's huge. It's a horse rolling around. But yeah, so tree's doing great, and it's funny. Look at like the season changes. Look at these branches here. You see that that leaf is changing with us too. It's pretty. This tree changes colors. It is so pretty. I love watching it. A friend of mine recommended it. Greatest thing I ever did. No, oh gosh, I stepped on a juicy turd. That's nasty. We got these trees put in because we ain't got a tree inside on our property. Well, barely. A lot of the trees are out of the wood line, but we got that tree put on over there, and it's growing up. And I said, you know, I know when a tree becomes a tree. It's when you start seeing birds roosting on its branches. And birds are always out there, they're chirping, they're happy. And I love nature, I love hearing it, so it's been sweet. But I want to show you guys, okay? I told y'all I was going to share one trick I bet you didn't know. But you know what? I got a couple more tricks I want to show you guys that I bet you didn't know either. And it's another trick, I believe, that's going to help you keep your chickens and your turkeys or whatever you got, whatever flock you got, help keep them alive, because you don't want your chickens dying. You put money into them. I mean, if you're raising them to sell or just pets, you put money into them. You don't want them to die. Plus, you connect with them. And so right here is another idea that I had, which, I mean, you may do this or not, but you want shelter. You want shelter for all your chickens, your flock. You want them to have a place that they can stay in the cool shelter. And I'm going to show you right here. But basically, I got my coop here, and I made it tall enough to where they can get up under this thing and they can seek shade. I got their water bottles right there, or their water containers there. And so they can get their shelter, they can drink water. And pretty soon we're actually going to add in I've seen people do a brick in this water, and they'll put some ice around the water, and that brick soaks up the coolness of it, and the chickens will get on it and cool off through their feet. And so I'm going to do that pretty soon with them as well. But also, not only that, do you want that shade? Over at my shed, it's lifted off the ground and it's really dusty. I allow my chickens, they can run under there for cover, and they can dust. And the dusting's important for them because I think it kills off the mites and keeps those bugs off of them. So they can dust in that all the time. They can seek cover when they see a bird in the sky. I tried flying my drones with my chickens. It does not work out here. They see this drone, and then one of the roosters goes, "Drone!" And he goes, "Ooh!" And then they all go scattering. And so I can't even fly my drone out here without scaring them off when I'm trying to get some cool footage of them. But they're great with the shelters. Having these shelters in places has really helped keep them all safe from hawks. And I mean, it took one time a hawk getting them, and man, like, they scatter now when they see a bird in the sky or anything. So they'll go in their coop. They can't go in my big coop because I want to add more ventilation. It's just friggin' hot out here, y'all. It's like 90 something degrees. It's coming up on 95 out here in Florida with a friggin' 80% humidity. It's so bad. Friend of ours I heard talking the other day, they're in like, I don't know, Arizona, and they talking about like, oh, it's so hot and the humidity is so high, and I was like, I wonder what humidity it is over there. And they're like, oh, the humidity is like 13%. And I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, man, we in Florida. Weather tries to kill us in Florida. The weather don't have mercy on nobody. It's bad. Oh gosh, so bad. But anyways, hey, some of you guys were asking for an update on our turkeys, our new baby ones. Hey, they're getting along great. I think one is a male. I'm hoping the other one's a hen. She's kind of, or she or it's kind of like hanging out and roosting with our hens. So I'm like, maybe it's a hen. A friend of mine said at a young age, you might can tell with hair on their head. This one's got some hair, but I think he's going bald. So I think he might be a male. He's like walking around over here eating the seeds off the top of the grass. I'm like, you eat, baby, you eat. You get your food in today. But the other one I think is a hen. But I don't know. He's looking kind of bald too. I don't need more male turkeys. Because you know what's about to happen with male turkeys? Some of them's about to get eat for Thanksgiving. I'm just saying. They're going to get eat for Thanksgiving. Don't tell nobody. I'm just saying, don't connect with... I'm like, hey, turkeys, if you don't want to be my friend or my pet, good for me, because I'm gonna eat you later. Or we gonna have you for Thanksgiving later. YouTube channel's been growing great, guys. It's been awesome. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for always jumping on here. Hey, I really appreciate your interactions. I got some time on my hands. I love to respond back to y'all, but I also like to hear your tips and your tricks and what you're doing out at your farm and how you're just keeping sanity there too. My beds, I'm looking at my beds over here, and we sprayed weed killer the other day, and we've killed off all that grass. I got to pull it up now. Katie pulled up some on the other side of the house the other day, and she was like, my thighs are burning. Fat people ain't cut out for this sometimes. No, I like it. It keeps me outside. It keeps me busy. You know, we've been trying to stay busy out here, outdoors, and it's helped us burn some calories out here. Hey, fun fact. About a year ago, I weighed 60 more pounds than I did now. So I'm slowly losing some weight since we've been out here on the farm. Man, just staying busy, trying to eat right. Shout out to my people trying to eat right. It sucks, especially when you're a foodie and you love food. But I think I'm kind of moving away from that because I'm really enjoying this out here. And so it's just been a steady process of losing weight and eating right, you know. Farming has its benefits. But farming's got its downsides. I told you guys earlier, you know, we had to learn the hard way on some things out here. And so like learning this trick that I'm showing you guys, learning this trick, we had to learn the hard way, unfortunately. And with chickens dying, it sucks. I said we lost 2 chickens. We actually lost 3. The first one, oh my gosh, it was such a bad situation. Real briefly, I mean, I'm on the golf cart, and Bobby, the rooster, that you know, Bobby Boucher, water boy, he started chasing a chicken, and of course it was one of the only chickens we friggin' named. He started chasing Ebby, and literally like we're driving, there's no chickens, but they come up behind us and just shoot right in front of the tire. So we lost Ebby. It friggin' sucks so bad. What the heck y'all doing? What's going on out there? You see these jokers? Can I help you? Look, they're like, we've seen some things. They're hearing the story too. Y'all here for story time with Brandon? Okay, these turkeys' faces are getting red. Dude, matter of fact, turkeys are the weirdest things. Their faces go blue and red, and now they're doing this thing where they're like, pfft, and they start vibrating all their feathers. It's weird. I'm like, are y'all sure you're not aliens? Can I get a gobble? Okay. Oh, no gobble. But we lost Abby. She ran under the tire. We had to, unfortunately, put her down. And then one day, somebody else ran over another one. And then I ran over another one leaving for church. It sucked. It sucked. We didn't name those, but the chickens have feelings too, and we care about our chickens, even though they didn't have a name. So they did not make it, unfortunately. But these other chickens, we have learned how to approach them, how to deal with them now. And we are now trying to make sure that we give them the best life possible by throwing our food away from the car, especially when we're coming to leave. So my wife, she leaves in the morning to go to work. This is what we do. She comes outside, throws some food in the distance, grabs her purse, gets in the car, and she hits the road. Every time we leave this place, that's what we got to do. So if you're thinking about free-ranging chickens and turkeys, I want you to remember that. You're going to have to always carry food with you, okay? Like, our food is right there at the front of the our laundry room, our mud room, where we come out to go to the car. So we always grab a little scoop of food, throw it in the distance. We watch them frenzy and run. And then we get in the car and we leave. One thing I did the other day was I was making them work for it. They was chasing me down in that car, and I couldn't park, so I'm just driving around my house. And these chickens are following me around the whole house. They're like straight up running after me the whole time. It was so crazy. And I'm like, I've never seen this in my life. Like what the heck? And so they ran after me. They would not quit. Like, they were adamant. And I believe it's because we've trained them to chase after us, okay? Because food's coming from the car. So don't feed them from your car. It's a bad idea. Don't feed them from your golf cart, from a moving vehicle. Honestly, I don't know if you can get around it or not, but I would say I wouldn't start that habit with them anyways, regardless. Just try to feed them, you know, near their coop, around a tree, something like that. So they can scratch over there. Don't feed them where you want to lose your grass, because they're going to scratch the living crap out of it, and it sucks. One other thing before we go here, I got something hilarious I'm glad you guys waited for. If you're still on this, man, you a faithful follower. I'm proud of you. You do love the Lord. But what I'm gonna do is every time I feed these chickens, I always say this phrase. And if you watch the channel, you probably heard me say the phrase, but I go chick 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 chick. I can't say it too loud. Look at them. You saw that? Look, they done heard me. They coming out under the car. See, I gotta be careful. But I got this phrase I say, and I can't say it loud because, see, the chickens just heard me and they already started running. Some of them side-eyeing me back here. Look at them. They know something's up. But when I say this phrase, I don't know where they all at, but I'm gonna go walk out here and I'm gonna let y'all listen and just watch them run up. I know they're gonna do it. They do it every freaking time. You ready? Here we go. Let's see. All right, here we go. Chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. Here we go. Chick, 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 chick. Come on, chick, 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 chick. Come on, chick, 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 chick. Look at them. Look, I told you. They do it every time. What's that, girl? Hey, Bobby Boucher. And then Bobby, he gets so excited, he's like, I'm gonna hop on a girl. I ain't even gonna get her name or nothing. Look at him. You see him? He's thinking about it. He does it every stinking time. These chickens are so stinking crazy. Well, guys, thank you for jumping on today. I hope I added some value to you. Don't forget, yeah, please remember it. Don't forget this trick. Don't feed from your car. Don't feed from your back door if you don't want free-range chickens to run up behind you. But don't forget this trick right here, and that is to throw food out before you ever get in your vehicle. As soon as you walk out your door, God bless the wind. This wind's like, he's talking, I think I'll blow. Don't forget to throw food, carry food out with you every time you leave your house, so you can throw it off in the distance and you can leave in your vehicle and not run any chickens over. Chicken lives matter. I know you don't want to see them hurt. And hey, there goes that guinea. Hey, guinea. That's the guinea that got attacked by Brutus, man. He's doing great. Doesn't look as fluffy as the other ones, but he's getting his feathers back. You almost can't tell them apart from the others. But thanks for jumping on again another time. I look forward to Friday's video with you guys. It's going to be so good as we talk about this tool that you need on your farm. So make sure you jump on Friday with us, and we'll see you there.